Alright guys, seperti yang udah kalian tunggu-tunggu, gue udah sama Gary Ongko. Bentar lagi kita bakal ngobrol tentang apa yang sebenarnya terjadi sama boom Esports dan juga sama Dreamocel. Kita udah bakal ngobrol kali ini sama Pak Bos di sini. Halo Gary.
Halo.
Hey, sup? Podcast kedua kali ini dan I think this one gonna be more sensitive because it's baru banget kejadian kemarin. Baru banget beberapa hari yang lalu
Yep.
your core player is out and
Mm-hmm.
everybody going mad about that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And what is basically happens with that decision? Is that your
Mm.
bottle to drink?
It's my ball. I'm a big guy.
Okay. All
Um,
right, go on.
when are you posting this?
Uh-huh.
When are you posting this?
I think it's gonna be tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I have to think about what I can say, what I cannot say.
Okay.
I think long story short, um, to be honest, gimana ya jawabnya ya? Sometimes emang jalannya nggak bareng aja gitu kan. That's the best way to describe it. It's the same thing with IYD dulu.
Mm-hmm.
By no means this guy is a bad player. Like that is not like definitely. I don't think that's the reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think dia bakal susah nyari tim baru juga. I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure. A couple of people already asked me for his contact, so I know that there are pretty big teams that wants him now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he has an issue with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just mungkin dari tim kita kan udah 4 tahun dan mungkin ada gimana ya Dim, gue ngomong gini lah, kita kan yang main tuh bukan gue gitu,
Mm-hmm.
gue ngomong jujur. This guy with me 4 tahun, kita juga di podcast sebelumnya udah pernah ngomong kan, he turned down. I think I can be open about this now that he's not in the team. He turned down complexity, he turned down or he didn't turn down, but we couldn't agree with Fnatic before.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and dia tuh beneran maksudnya loyal sama gue gitu. Um, so it was really hard for me to kind of do that, right? And I tried. I think for me, to be honest, um, apa ya? We as a team, everyone talked about it. Management, players, coaches juga involved, captains, everyone. We talked about it, and I think the first option was always to keep this, right? One more year gitu. Um, ini mungkin gue ngomong lebih broad lagi deh. Harusnya tahun ini tuh gue udah ngomong juga sama tim bahwa this was gonna be our last year with in Dota and trying a full Indo squad, at least a full Indo squad, right? Maksudnya apa? Maksudnya for business kita tuh in a bad position where gue main di dunia PC, gue main di Dota yang mungkin di Indo udah nggak seramai mobile dan lain-lain. Um, Terus gue 5 Indo, jadi ke market internasional pun susah karena I have 5 Indonesians, right? Like, it's not like I have like a European player, I have an American player that I can market to the international scene. I cannot do that, right? Gue kan full Indo. Jadi kayak, for me it was kind of like, kalau orang ngomong tuh kayak kita putus, kan harus ada closure gitu. Gue merasa kalau tahun ini the idea was the I-10 was going to be the closure, right? If we make it, then we'll see what happens to the organization with that achievement, ya kan?
Okay.
And or majors and whatever. Kita lihat lah what happens, because no one can, like, no Indo org can come at me and say, Ger, gak worth it, Ger. Lu ke TI itu gak worth it. Lu ke major gak worth it. Why? Because none of you made it. So who are you to tell me? I'm not gonna listen to you either, ya kan? So that was gonna be this year. Tapi kan ya, obviously with COVID and whatever, things are canceled and whatever. We didn't get that closure, right? So I thought, look, we have to do it one more year.
Okay.
The I-10, give it another chance.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I think, there's, kadang-kadang juga orang tuh kalau terlalu lama bareng ya, to be honest ya Dim, it's like you just need a new scenery and whatnot.
Okay.
With Dreamocel specifically, I think, at the end of the day, all I can say is that mungkin kurang cocok aja lah gitu. With the rest of I wouldn't say the rest of the team, but I think as a team, this is not a political answer, it's the truth, just like with IYD before.
Mm-hmm.
It's better that we go our separate ways gitu. For himself,
Uh-huh.
right? To try something new. He's been 4 years stuck in the same team with me as his owner, you know, like maksudnya kan dia like this is all he knows about esports.
Mm-hmm.
And vice versa for the team gitu. Maybe it's time that we have a new apa ya? Alpha, right? That's the way you put it, right? Alpha wolf, right?
The alpha wolf.
Because he's very vocal. He's he's definitely vocal, which is a good thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think long story short, among I guess this year was, you know, kind of like the point where, hey, maybe we should try something new to try to take that next step, right? Because you know, believe it or not, netizen, I am not happy with second and third too, man. It's not just you.
Yeah.
Like you know, but at the same time, understand that gua nyoba ngelakuin ini dengan 5 Indo.
Mm-hmm.
Dan gua udah top 2 saya. Then there's no Indonesian in the top 1. So it's not something yang kayak lo orang cuma ngomong kayak ganti A, ganti B, ganti C, penggantinya tuh kayak gak even masuk, gak even get invited, dude. Like forget it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I'm not replacing a top 2 carry with like a no-name carry. I'm not gonna replace like, you know, Cash Cute with like a teamless guy for like 6 months. Like, you know, I'm not trying to offend anybody. It's just the truth. Like, you know, if this guy is that damn good, he would probably find a team much faster than 6 months or 4 months of like being like teamless gitu kan. Like this is just, kita ngomong logika gitu ya nggak Dim? Like obviously I understand that when we lose we get disappointed. Kayak lu orang kemarin gua kalahin nonton stream gua, lu lihat kalau orang gua kalah gua disappointed. Nih gua tadi baru ngecek Ojan karena kita juga kalah di perebutan juara 3.
Okay.
Everybody's sad lah, you know. And if you as a fan is sad, can you imagine the player? And can you imagine the one? Because implication buat kita kan business, like it's, dude, like if I lose, I'm not getting sponsored, I'm not getting money, right?
Yep.
So, you know, like nobody likes to 3-2-2 here, right? 3-2-2 is not worth it. It's just not that much money, gitu, to be honest. So yeah, back to Dreamocel. I think, long story short, ya intinya kita udah, we want to try something new next year, because next year might honestly be our last year with a full Indo squad. Okay. I think that's the key, because gue dulu juga pernah ngomong di CSGO kan gue coba nih ngelakuin 5 Indo. Cuman ya, come on, 3 tahun gak even close to anywhere about world, right? Not even close. 5 Indo close nih ke Dota. Sampai ke TI, ke Major is close. We made it to Minors, but Minors not good enough anymore, right? Your standards naik kelas dong gitu. Pasti. Kayak mungkin lu kalau bilang ke gue ke minor 4 tahun yang lalu pas gue bikin boom, gue seneng. But after 2 years being in the Minors, like I'm bored gitu. I want something great, better. Okay. And it just happens that all in all, we thought that Dreamocel leaving would be the best decision for all parties involved. And also, when people say, is he kicked or not, it's nothing like that actually. I can also be honest, the contract was ending in December. Everyone's contract was ending this month, right?
I know about that.
So it wasn't really, you know, like we didn't kick him or anything, right? It's just literally kayak, we want to try something new, so we just didn't extend gitu.
Okay.
I don't think it's a kick, right? I like, maksud gue gini, if his contract was still next year, I don't think we would have done this decision. Let's put it that way. It's just like, karena juga lagi mau habis, might as well try something new. Sebenarnya itu sih. I think that was also something that played a bit of a part from our end, right?
Yep.
And the reasons of why him, not the others. I think that alpha thing was one of the thing. Again, it could be good, it could be bad, depending on the situation kan gitu. Having 2 alphas is not bad. I think Papi said it best. Dota is a dictator game, right? And dictator means 1 dictator. There's no such thing as 2 dictators. So that could be one of the reason. It's probably better if you ask pemain, karena gue jujur ya, I'm just an owner, dude. You saw me play Dota yesterday. What do I know, dude? I don't know anything. Tapi ya pokoknya buat gue sih, we took this decision, obviously as hard as it is, just like when we remove IYD from the roster, we think that it's for the best, right? Okay. By no means it would be the best. I mean, nobody can tell the future gitu maksudnya. Like, this might completely backfire. Dreamocel, we might lit up a crazy fire inside Dreamocel and he just starts rampaging, raping everyone in world, or say like you don't know that, right? And and if you know Dreamocel, you know that he's that kind of person, right? Like when he has something to prove with a chip on his shoulder, he's a bit beastie, right? So you never know. But ya pokoknya kita merasa that we had to take this. I see that's the thing. We didn't have to take this decision, but we thought that we should at least try because I think last year also kayak gue juga pernah bilang kan, kita consistently second dan juaranya tuh berubah. Jadi kan logika kayak ngerti gak sih? Kalau gue juara 2, saat juara 1 turun, gue yang juara 1 dong.
Harusnya.
Tapi enggak kan? Malah TNC yang juara 1 waktu itu. Fnatic lagi hancur, TNC juara 1. Terus pas TNC lagi hancur, kita juara 2 lagi nih. Harusnya kita dong juara 1. Malah Geek Fam yang juara 1.
Yes.
Terus Geek Fam bubar, okay guys, come on. TNC, Geek Fam, Fnatic, like all these guys are going through some bullshit. They're like weak, we're gonna be number 1. Then this team out of nowhere, right? MTG just became number 1.
Yeah.
So it's like, apa ya, kayak, you know, like I said, if you look at it overall, a lot of people would be happy to be the second best team in Southeast Asia.
Yes.
Because that usually means TI, that means majors, right?
Yes.
But after being second for 6 months, you want more. You want more gitu loh. And I think that, you know, we just felt that mungkin this was something that, apa ya, yang kita mau coba lah gitu. I think there's a player that I'm gonna give a hint so you guys can start doing your Reddit detective shit. There was a player that was also available, and he's been climbing up the ranks in recent times. So we just thought, you know, maybe this is something that it shows that he's hungry, right? Like, you know, he's hungry and he still cares about the game, which again, not a lot of people can say that, right?
Yes.
Not a lot of people can say that they're still all in on Dota too, right? There's only a couple of people that can say that. So, yeah, so we thought, you know, this is also kind of like that timing, right? Kontrak habis. If we're gonna do a lineup change, this is gonna be the time, right? When you know, teams lagi bubar, players are available and all that stuff.
Nggak ada yang ngerasa ke-kick karena kontraknya masih jalan, everything.
Exactly.
Oke. So, selain lu ngerasa this time kayaknya gue harus bener-bener apa ya, kayak hati-hati juga sama player gitu kan, biar nggak ada sakit hati or whatever. Walaupun lu sempat mention kalau iya kita udah bubar pun, udah putus pun, tetap kita masih main bareng kayak what you say di podcast sebelumnya gitu. So berarti ini ngejawab salah satu spekulasi juga di luar sana kalau katanya, bukan gue ya, maksudnya netizen yang nggak tahu jawaban apa-apa, mereka mikir kick it or something gitu kan.
No, I mean, you know, again, it depends on your definition of a kick, right?
Yes.
Gitu. Because like not continuing is, yeah, again, how do you define it gitu? But we did not like, it wasn't like kayak, you know, kontrak lu masih 2 tahun terus gua kayak remove your contract gitu. It's just like kontrak habis, so then obviously us from the management juga kita mikir dong. Yes. Like this is a business, right? So we have to think kayak, okay guys, mau renew atau enggak, right? And renewing a player of his caliber is also is not cheap. It's not cheap, right? Of course, he demands a high salary, right? Fnatic, Complexity wants me. It's not gonna be cheap, right?
Yes.
5 years, 4 years with us and everything is not cheap. So you know, like I said, when we're doing all these thinking and decision, we just thought, what is best for Boom, right? Do we want to stay with the same team and risk going second, or maybe we will end up taking that next step? Tapi kan kalau kita lihat based on recent results, it seems like kita makin, to be honest, kita makin inconsistent dan consistent, right?
Yes.
I think we peaked in August and July, and then we kind of turun a bit in the last 2-3 months, right? So yeah, and then like I said, di dunia Dota saya hampir nggak pernah ada situasi kayak sekarang di mana there are a lot of really strong free agents, right?
Yes.
I mean, right now you look at the free agent pool, IYD, Joe Cam, Sephra and Whitemon was free until like 2 weeks ago, right?
Yes.
What was it? Kuku was technically free also until 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Which is all of Geek Fam. All of Adroid is free.
Yes, Adroid is free because the
all
team
of 032 is free. That's Ninja Boogie.
Yes.
That's Natsumi. That's Bok. That's Boombacks, right? I mean, these are quality players, man. You know. 23 Savage. I don't know what's going on with him, but I think he has visa issues with China because of COVID. So he's also kind of like standing in for MTG, I think, right? If I'm not mistaken.
For an MTG.
Jadi maksudnya, we're in this situation nih yang nggak pernah lah dalam 4 tahun gue lakuin Boom. the timing is where my contracts are also lagi mau habis,
Mm-hmm.
and there are so many free agents to choose from, right?
Yes.
So then, we took that into account, and the team, I think, also expressed like, we want to try something new. Let's try next season with a different shot caller. Let's put it that way, right?
Okay.
And so this is what we kind of the decision that we had to take, right?
Okay.
I think the hardest decision I've ever had to make easily.
Mm-hmm.
I think Fauzi, lu juga kalau kenal Fauzi, it's definitely hard for him because, like I said, dia dulu tuh ke bootcamp pas dari Supernova,
Mm-hmm.
kita ambil tim ini, dia cuma bawa helm sama a string gym bag, dude.
Wow.
This was Dreamocel. And back in the day kan, gua tim baru 144 HZ monitor tuh cuma buat CSGO.
Yes.
Dota was playing at 60 Hz, so I can tell you a bit of story. This was like a kid yang kayak di saat CSGO lagi nggak main atau lagi keluar, dia main di bawah gitu.
Yes.
Because he wants to play at 144 Hz. So it's like, and I saw him grew. I saw him grew. Like,
Yes.
you look at him today, you look at him 4 years ago. Orang yang tahu Dreamocel 4 tahun, wow man, he's a changed man. He's very serious, dedicated man now. 4 years ago, he's just like a clown, literally a clown, right? A clown from Semarang. So it was really hard for me, man, because again, he's a loyal guy. Been with him a long time. Shared a lot of moments with him, obviously, and all the highs that we have, he was a part of it, right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the key, right?
That's the key.
Gak lebay gitu, and honestly kayak gak ada Dreamocel, gak ada boom gitu.
Sure.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, I'm gonna say for maybe all my previous players, right? Kayak IYD. Again, I don't want to badmouth anybody, but my peak with IYD is nowhere close to my peak with Dreamocel, right? Same to Lucas, the same thing. Like, it was hard to cut him. Jokam, it was really hard to cut him. I cried a couple of times when we were cutting Jokam. Cuman kayak, look at it. The peak that we at that time, I also had the same thinking, kan. Do we really want to make this decision? We're the best in Indo. We're going to minors with all this team. Masa kita mau coba chemistry baru? That's the hardest thing, right?
Yes.
You never know. When you change one player, you never know, right? Sometimes clicks, sometimes doesn't click. But at the end of the day, we to reach the next level, I think we thought that this was the best decision. And yang jelas, Boom would never have our followers today. We would never have our history without him there, because obviously we're mostly known for Dota 2, and the only constant in the last 4 years was that guy, right? He was always that constant variable that never changed. But this year we thought, let's try something new.
Okay. I have two last questions for you, Gary.
Okay.
First question is, talking about chip, you mentioned about chip. Lo tadi mention soal nggak murah gitu buat ngegaji player. And someone told me yesterday that gaji player Dota di Indonesia tuh bahkan lebih mahal dari bintang-bintang Mobile Legends. Is that true in your company? If that
So that's the thing. So I'm gonna be honest, right? I don't know what Mobile Legends salaries are. I don't know what PUBG Mobile players' salaries. I know, but see, the thing is like this: with these mobile players, they report their salaries with their streams.
Okay.
Which is a lot of money in Nemo, right? So Nemo can pay you a lot of money for streaming, like 9 digits gitu, ratusan juta, right? Or puluhan juta lah gitu.
Okay.
Tapi kalau gue ngomong gaji pokok, so this also mungkin something that kan tim gue kan gak ada yang bisa streaming.
Sure.
And in Dota you also can't stream just because. Now I'm gonna be honest, right? Like mungkin lu ML lu latihan. Again, I don't want to badmouth anyone. It's just like the games are shorter, right? So it's like you have more time to stream, and I think that's something fair to say, and people can agree with that, right? That statement. In Dota, it's just really hard, right? You have to do this. You have to do so much things to be a pro player. That's why also, if you look at it, not a lot of pro players stream.
Okay.
And they definitely do not stream like 20 hari 100 jam per bulan, which is like usually the contracts for streamers, right? So gue gak tahu kalau gaji total, tapi kalau gaji pokok, I am pretty sure I pay the highest.
Okay.
And I say I because I think I'm the only PC team that pays anywhere close to that range, right? I'm pretty sure I pay the highest. Kalau total, I'm pretty sure I'm not the highest because I think Lemon and Ryzen or Luxi, I'm sure they get a lot from streaming, and that might end up being more than the Dota players. Tapi the actual gaji pokok on the contract, I'm pretty sure I pay the highest.
Okay.
And that's fair because my competition is not EVOS and Anarchy or Bigatron. My competition is Fnatic and Complexity, you name it. Because if I don't pay them that, or anywhere, if I don't pay them close, right? which again, nih gue juga mungkin bisa ngomong, my players are very loyal to me and nice to me that they give me hometown discount. They give me a hometown discount, but
Wow.
you can't just pay them like 5 juta. Nobody's gonna play for 5 mil if they're.
Who?
I'm getting paid like 5. I'm being offered like 5-6k USD. 80-90 juta. I'm not gonna play for 5 mil, right? But I'll give you discount gitu. Gitu dong. I give you discount because I'm playing in Indonesia. I'm comfortable here. I speak the language. We don't communicate in English. Again, it's take and give, right?
Yes.
But I'm pretty sure I pay them the
Okay.
highest.
Okay.
Pokok-wise, yeah.
So, my last question is more like kayak dibagi kedua part. Yang part pertama di pertanyaan terakhir gue adalah punya beberapa kata buat Mocel ke depannya, because after this of course lu bakal pisah sama Mocel. And the last part of my last question is, are you believe in your next roster Dota 2? You don't have to mention who's the replacement, but are you believe in this new squad on the next season, Gar? The time is yours.
The first one, pokoknya buat Mocel, all I can say is please don't wreck us when we meet each other, because I am scared of, Mocel at his peak was a number 1 ranked MMR player in Southeast Asia. At his peak.
agree.
I mean, at his peak, Fnatic Complexity wanted him. It's not by luck. There's a reason that they wanted him, right? And there's a reason we kind of like got carried by him the last 2 years, right? So please just be nice to us,
Okay.
Don't go all in against us, just destroy the others and be nice to me. That's all I can say. And I'm not worried about his career because I know that, like I said, just yesterday we announced at 7 p.m. It's been less than 24 hours. It's 6:43 right now.
Yes.
There's already a lot of teams asking me about him, so I am not worried about his career, and all of Mocel fans should also not be worried. It's just up to him where does he want to go and whether he wants to take a break or not too, right? That's something that also you have to understand, that Mocel has played professional Dota for 4 damn years.
Yes.
And no other player can say what he's been through, right? He's literally went from a top 8 local team to history-making top 4 minor player. I mean, there's a lot of commitment that goes to achieve that. So I don't know what his plans is. Last time I talked to him, I think he wants to kind of like chill a bit, take a step back, at least until the New Year's, right? Because there's not any tournaments you got now, right? But yeah, when we do meet next year, which you know what? Actually, I have a better message for you, Chal. Why don't you just find a team outside of Southeast Asia so I never have to meet you? That's better. Why don't you go to NA or EU, okay? Just
stay away from my region.
Yeah. Just stay away from the scene, okay?
Okay.
From Southeast Asia, because I don't wanna face you. Yeah.
The last part?
The second part, obviously, pasti gue pede lah.
Okay.
Every decision we make is always tough. And how many people, kemarin gue nanya di stream kan, how many people, I asked them, you think FBZ is good? You think Mikoto is good? Of course, everybody said, oh, he's freaking good, the best offlaner now inside Asia. How many of you thought he was good when he replaced IYD? Let's be honest, no one.
What?
Everybody, you all gave him shit. I know. I saw the social media comments. You gave him shit, guys. Okay, you gave him shit, and here you are now, right? So
nobody
what I'm trying to
believes.
say is that
Uh-huh.
again, we might not be as good as with Mocel because namanya kita main game teamwork, team. You can't just, it's not like, it's just like bola kan. Kayak lu beli Ronaldo, Messi, and all the best players in the world, they might not be the best team in the world, So like there needs to be a support player, there needs to be the ego side of things, attitude and all that stuff. But obviously we believe that, this is gonna be a better version of us than last year's squad. Just like with any decision, any roster change that we make, kita selalu percaya that it's going to be for the better of the team, right? Kita mau Brazil gitu. Kayak Brazil juga, even though it wasn't our decision, it was Phelps' decision to get benched, because he, I don't know, he just wants to. I don't know what he's thinking. He's a weird guy, but we think that again, we any moves that we make, whether that player is known or not, right? That's the key, right? Everybody just needs their panggung once in a while, right? There was a moment when IYD wasn't the best known player. There was definitely a moment where FBZ Mikoto was not a household name, right?
Yes.
And we gave them that platform. To be honest, we did give them that platform, right? I don't think Mikoto or FBZ would have reached this stage playing in Pandora or Alter Ego, right? Just because it's a different panggung gitu.
Yeah.
But yeah, intinya kita pasti percaya that this is gonna be a better version of us last year, and hopefully then we can be first, because we were stuck in second last year. So if we can take that next step, then we'll be consistently first. Then I think everything's justified, right?
All right.
Or else I'm gonna feel the worst, because again, I had to, not extend somebody that was with me for a long time.
Yeah, basically he's your true core gitu loh, maksudnya the core
Yeah,
of the
he's like
Dota team.
I think it's more than that. It's more like, he's like I think Fauzi, if you look at his Instagram post, again, this guy's not popular, but if you look at Fauzi's post,
Yes.
he's like, this is like my little brother. I mean, that's the best way to describe it, man. Like, when you see a guy come with, I think he came at 17? 17 or 17-year-old. Yeah, 17, 18. I'm pretty sure it was 17, because he was the youngest after IYD, right?
Yes.
So there was Bonchal and Bochil. That's why their nicknames was such. Yeah, so he came in dari Semarang with, again, nothing. He had a motorcycle helmet and a string bag. That's what he brought to like Jakarta. And he was, back in the day, we were not doing, we're gonna fly you back 3 times a year. You can see your family. We didn't do that. Like, he was staying there indefinitely, right? For as long as he's good. And just seeing him now, making a lot more money.
Yes.
A lot more mature. He gyms a lot. He goes through a lot of phases, right? It's just literally kayak kita tuh ngeliat, how do I say, like, it's cliche, cuman kayak kalau orang ngomong tuh, we saw this guy grew from a boy to a man. I literally saw that with Mocel. Kayak he came as a boy and he left as like an adult. Gitu.
An adult.
And you could even see like his YouTube, right? Like his YouTube farewell video. Like, first of all, I have no idea if it was script reading. I don't think we wrote a script. I didn't write a script, so I don't know if the social media team wrote a script, but I mean, I think that, he was very well, articulate and everything, which you wouldn't expect from Mocel 4 years ago, right? There was a different Mocel that spoke and stuff. Yeah, and I think, he's definitely a leader. He definitely didn't come in as a leader. He was nowhere close to a leader when he came in. I think he left as one of our leaders, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I wish him the best of luck. I really mean it. And you never know. Again, it's like with IYD, you never know. Maybe one day we'll have a video next year, and I'm back, boys. You never know, right? You never know. It's esports.
Okay. Gar.
But that's about it.
Like I said, this is gonna be so emotional for you, for me, and for the viewer later when this video posted. Woo.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jelas sih, support Mocel lah, guys.
Yes.
Itu yang paling penting. Support each other lah. Support kita, support Mocel. Kayak, I know that netizen kan, kayak maksudnya, you guys just need there to be you guys want problems gitu. But in reality, every one leaving, it's like 90% there is no problem, because you honestly, kayak you know, or you have a feeling when something is gonna happen. Because you play with these people daily. You know that put it this way, when you don't play well, you know you're not playing well, right? You know what I'm trying to say, right? And when you're playing, and when your team is playing really good and you're not playing well, you especially know that, And then, you kind of have that kind of negative feeling that something's gonna happen, right? So usually, kalau kita kayak ada player kita ganti atau apa, not Mocel specifically, I'm talking about in general, whatever team, it's usually kind of like expected, and so there's no hard feelings. And again, it's just, this is a business, right? We're in the business of winning. So unfortunately, we have to be cutthroat. We cannot be like, I love you, you're so loyal to me, you're so nice, you treat your boss like coffee and stuff, so I'll keep you. That's unfortunate. That's not the business we're in. We're in the business of winning, right?
Yes.
And we do whatever we can to win. But yeah, I just hope you guys support dua-duanya. Support kita tetap, the new lineup. Semua fans Mocel, I hope lu gak ngasih the replacement a hard time. And saling dukung lah, right? Why does it have to be only Boom or IYD yang menang? Why can't it be both of us? Why can't T1 and Boom in 2020 be the TI representative? Why does it have to be only one of us? Because that's what you make it out to be in the chats, right?
Yeah.
Like, it can't be like both winners. It has to be like
Yes.
one loser and one clear winner. Like, clear winner, one loser.
Yeah.
But a little, like, think about it. We can all be winners, right?
Mhm.
You don't have to, like, we can be 1 and 2. Saling support gitu loh.
Yeah.
This is, again, Dota is not a game yang masih rame, right?
Yes.
Lagi sekarang kita lihat Valorant, gue nonton Valorant sekarang kayak, let's see, how many viewers? 5.5k viewers in the grand finals, all Indo.
Yeah.
Kemarin turnamen Indo lokal Dota yang nonton 5.500. And you still want to shit on each other.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not gonna teach you how to go on with your life, but
Uh-huh.
hey man, come on.
At least support lah gitu.
Yeah, again, kita ngefans, you can always put us down, that's fair.
Mhm.
Maksudnya kan lu pasti ada, lu ngefans sama tim A ya, lu pasti support tim A pas lawan tim B gitu.
Yeah.
Cuman nge-support kan gak harus menjatuhkan. Itu sebenarnya ada loh guys, yang buat yang nggak tahu ada loh banyak cara untuk nge-support tanpa menjatuhkan orang lain.
Betul.
Banyak. That's the standard actually. Cuma di Dota, hanya di Dota, it's like that.
Okay.
Only in Dota, maybe Free Fire a bit because of that one team. But other than that, like in PUBG, saling dukung, saling. Or at least gini loh, kita di lokal kita fight, we fight lah di lokal, karena nyari wakil Indo gitu kan.
Betul.
But once Indo goes to the world, it's crazy. In Dota, like the fans of the other team or that the boom haters, they'll be cheering for like the non-Indo teams.
Itu.
And it's like, gila dude, kayak Boom has the power to unite Philippines and Indonesians because the netizen would support Philippines. It's freaking crazy. And I'm like, dang man, like I'm sorry that we wanted to represent Indo, but like now that we're here, you're like shitting on us. It's freaking nuts, gitu.
Okay.
But that's just, yeah, anyways.
Okay, ya udah.
But yeah.
Okay.
All the best to Mocel though, for
Okay.
sure. Deck Randy, all the best to Deck Randy.
Kayak Ger, udah di penghujung acara. Thank you banget udah mau cerita. Akhirnya gue akan post ini tentunya setelah hari esok tentunya. Intinya besok lah pokoknya, intinya besok. Oke. Good luck for your new team line up for Dota 2. And ya, semoga kita tidak terkejut dengan apa yang terjadi dengan line up lo nanti ya. Oke. Thank you banget ya, Ger. Goodbye. See you next time, Ger. Yo. Wow. Guys. Wow. Emotional. And gue ngerasa kayak, is this really happening? Mocel keluar dari Boom, the one guy that keeps sticking to the team at least 4 damn year. Good luck buat Mocel. Good luck buat Boom Esports dengan lineup barunya. And good luck for the new guy. Goodbye guys.